What's up guys, it's Daveincid. I'm happy to present you my increased Realism October update and to give you a preview of the plans for Football Manager 22. The files contain important improvements for the reputation behavior of managers and players. The most important awards has now been created for over 200 nations. This includes Best Player of the Season, Best Youngster of the Season, the Best 11 of the Season, Best Manager of the Season and the Best Top Scorer of the Season. All of these awards are of course in line with all existing reputation values, in order to fit perfectly into the overall system. I also rebalanced the manager's reputation behavior. This change is intended to compensate for a manager's reputation, AI and users increasing around the world. So, in some cases, you shouldn't be lured away too early by a very large club. I didn't have enough time to test this in multiple saves, but the feedback from my Patreon supporters has been very positive. There is one save game with the changes available on Patreon. There is a small update of the alternative youth rating file because Uruguay was a bit overrated due to its success in the past. A lot has already been planned and pre-edited for Football Manager 22, so I hope that I can release many of my updates and fixes, if they are still necessary, relatively quick. The previous system of my work will be continued. As soon as I have a first alpha version, this will be published on Patreon. This is followed by the beta version and the early access version, before it is then accessible to everyone. This way I can amortize my test costs and the PC parts. My goal is also to buy a second-hand laptop so that I can evaluate the save games in parallel to the ongoing simulations. For FM21, there have been over 80 supporters, some of them very loyal and generous. Your support is just amazing and I'm very grateful. Thank you guys. Unfortunately, my private situation is still very frustrating and the fight for my rights is still going on. I always try to use my resources as best as I can for Football Manager and for the updates. As an autistic person, all social media activities are always extremely stressful for me, which is why I try to keep them as low as necessary, which just results in a smaller range, but I'm often close to a meltdown, so my answers sometimes might be short and sound rude, but it's in some cases just the maximum I can offer in this moment. My first goal is and remains to offer you the best FM experience and to achieve at least partial independence financially. Then comes social media, etc. So I really hope you had fun with my files for Football Manager 21 and we will definitely see each other in Football Manager 22. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers, Daveincid.